where on TV she plays a mom in the middle. I know, you got it already, didn't you? Of a loving yet wacky family living in the middle of America. Watch.
Finally, you hit the most glorious day of summer. The last one. When the kids go back to school and you finally get some order back in your life.
We cannot be late for the first day of school. Let's go, let's go. Where is Axel? Brick, go get your brother up.
Axel! Get up!
Did you brush your teeth?
Sorry, I guess I'm out of the habit from summer.
Here, rinse and spit.
Where are my school supplies?
Mike, where are the school supplies?
I don't know. You said you were going to steal some from work.
I've taken too much. Ellert is on to me. This is just not a good way to start my first year on cross country.
We got a bowling pencil and a paper clip. That's all you need for first day.
Oh, Rick, you left a sandwich in here from last year. That's disgusting. And you got an A on your I Love Winter paper. Good job. God, when did I even make egg salad? Oh, it's not egg salad. Oh, oh.
She may not be the perfect TV mom, but she is definitely on the top of our list of favorites. Please welcome back to our show for the 5th time, 2-time Emmy Award winner, Patty Heaton. You look so good. You're looking good, Mama. Sit on down, girl.
Thank you.
I know, she's just a good time waiting to happen all the time. Welcome back, lucky number 5.
Number 5, can't believe I've been here 5 times, and it's always the best. I always tell me, I get to go eat at Rachel's show, yay!
Snacks, yay!
Snacks!
So congratulations on season 2, of course.
Thank you so much. Good to have a job.
It is, knock on wood,
Yes.
I am so
Grateful
every day to have a job.
I agree.
So listen, that bit was about the first day of school, and it brought to my mind, I mean, you have 4 boys,
Yes.
11 to 17. I used to love that Staples commercial where the father would be dancing through the aisles, collecting all, remember that?
And the kids are standing there staring at him. He's jumping up and down, throwing school supplies in his cart.
How do you feel about the first day of school, Patty?
Well, I have 4 boys trying to keep them entertained over the summer, and I did get at least one of them to sleepaway camp.
Nice.
But I can't, listen, I can't even get that organized. First time at sleepaway camp for this one, 3 weeks of a music camp.
Right.
He had practiced music every day, all day long, and with a final concert at the end for the whole family to come up to on Sunday night. So I'm like, okay, we're all gonna go up and see John at his concert, right? And Saturday, I'm dropping my other son off at a bar mitzvah party, and I get a call from the one at camp saying, "Are you coming?" And I said, "Yeah, tomorrow." He goes, "No, it's in like 5 minutes." And the camp is 2.5 hours away from where we live.
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay, Joe, here, you go to the bar mitzvah. I'm driving up to Lake Arrowhead right now." And I had to, and it was the last day of camp. We had to get him that night.
Oh. She had to pick him up, so you were not only going to show for the show.
Yeah, we were just gonna leave him there. You know, you have 3, 4, what's the difference, right? So
it's like despair.
I called up Dave. I said, "We're not going out to dinner. I'm driving to Lake Arrowhead right now." And he's calling me the whole way. "Are you here yet?" I'm like, "No, you know." And so I'm still driving, and it's up this mountain, and it's really windy.
Curvy and windy.
Yes, and I'm vomiting out the window as I'm trying to get up the curve. And he says, "Mom," I said, "Is the concert over?" He goes, "Yeah, it's over." I'm like, "Oh," I'm driving. Calls back. "All the kids are gone. I'm the only one left." Like, I'm coming. And then finally he says, "All the counselors are waiting. When are you going to get here?"
Wow.
And I said, "I'm almost there." And he calls back. He says, "The counselors are going out to dinner and they're taking me with them, so you have to meet us at a restaurant." I felt so terrible, and I was like, I'm so sorry. He didn't seem to mind. The whole thing for that trip was to play Dungeons and Dragons when they weren't practicing, and that was like the highlight of his thing. I really don't think he cared that we missed the concert.
I have to tell you, if I were that kid, I would be rocking the guilt gifts. Rocking them. I mean.
Well, my husband said, "I have got that. I'm putting that sleepaway camp card in my pocket because that is a royal screw up. Because I've done some bad things. That's a really bad thing that you've done."
If you let that go,
yes.
that's a good one.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the kids, you know, you got a 17-year-old, so what's the school search like?
Yeah, we just started the college search, and, you know, he told us he wanted to be a musician, so when we finished weeping, we started looking for schools. But you know, I mean, my husband and I both told our parents that we want to be actors. So I mean, how much can we actually complain that he wants to be a musician, right? So now we're looking around at schools, but I'm thinking, gosh, you know, if you have to spend, what is it now, like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year on these colleges, and there's a lot of, I'm thinking there's a lot of other things I could do with that money. I don't know.
And you do have 4 kids. That's like $1 million.
And we do have 4 kids. Yeah, I'm kind of praying that they don't go to college.
Yeah, exactly.
Or isn't there an online? Isn't there like University of Phoenix?
Online.
It's like that's like.
It's like the age of the internet.
That's like $60. They could babysit for a weekend and make their tuition. So that's what I'm thinking.
I think you're onto something there.
Yes, yeah.
Let him at least go to community college.
Community college, that's good enough for me.
A nice middle ground. Nice middle ground.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to know what it's like working with the kids on your show because they are such a quirky, cool bunch, and they are so good at their jobs.
These kids are just really sweet, normal kids. We have Charlie McDermott plays my oldest son, Axel, who's like my oldest son, never wears a stitch of clothing except the boxers around. You know, it's just uncomfortable. Like when I hug him, it's kind of like this. I love you. Oh, something inappropriate here. No, I like you very much. Yeah, put some clothes on. And then we have Eden Scher, who plays Sue. Poor Eden comes in. She's a beautiful girl. And they grease her hair down, and they give her bad makeup, and they stick these braces on her teeth, and then they make her, you know, run in the rain and get hit by a deer and sprayed by a lawnmower. And she's such a trooper. I think she's going to be the first one on our show to win an Emmy. So I'm looking forward to.
She's fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, fantastic.
And then, of course, there's Atticus Schaefer, who plays Brick, who's our youngest one. And he's our quirky kid who, you know, there's something wrong with him, but nobody, we tried to get him diagnosed, but when his sister Sue yelled at him and said, "What is wrong with you?" He said, "Nobody really knows." And this year, playing his teacher in the place where he has the most trouble is Doris Roberts on our first episode.
Isn't that going to be fantastic?
Yeah.
That's tonight, right? Doris comes back. I'm so excited for this. All right. She's our favorite guest. That's why we bring her here so often. So, of course, we're not letting go of her that quickly. When we come back, we're going to get her opinion on a thing or two right after this.
Oh.
This is such a hottie. Can you believe? I know.
I'm 5. I'm a big girl now. I'm 5.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Well, my boys love chocolate chip pancakes.
Do you make them into faces and stuff?
No, I don't, Rachel.
How do you people do that? I love this. If you ever need anything, just call up Rachel and mention it. It shows up at your door.
Patty Heaton. I mean, we surprised her.
Usually the only time they show those things is when someone has died. Is there something you know that I don't know? Did you talk to my doctor before I did?
Luckily, she's a great sport, so we're going to test drive a new segment on her today. It's a little something we're calling Celebrity Sound Off. We're going to let her give her sound off, her opinion on some controversial stories in the news. Really, they're just pop topics.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the first one. They're really fun. First topic, a North Carolina restaurant. I saw this one on CNN. This was good. North Carolina restaurant posted a sign up with a very powerful message to parents. Quote, "Screaming children will not, all capitals, be tolerated." Exclamation mark, close quotes. Now, many patrons have complained, of course, about the sign, including a mother of a special needs child. She actually accused the restaurant of discrimination since her child, of course, can't control his outbursts. So, despite the negative feedback, the owners said it's been surprisingly good for their business.
Yeah.
And we want to know, do you think that the sign discriminates or
Well,
not?
is this a Denny's? What is it? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Like a diner family restaurant.
Okay, well, I could see if it was really high end. If it's and I also, there's a difference between just having kids who are talking and playing and kids who are screaming. I was just, and I'm the mother of 4. I try to be as inclusive of anybody with kids and general, but I was just on an airplane from London to Los Angeles.
Long flight.
A very long flight, and there was a couple in front of me with an infant and a 2-year-old.
Wow.
And I just thought, oh, this is such a test, Lord. I just wanted to watch a movie and go to sleep. And the father was put in charge of the 2-year-old. And dads don't know how to do anything. And I watched like everything he was doing wrong, and I'm in my seat, and I'm like, I'm not getting up. They might know who I am. I'm going to tell them how to raise their baby, and then that'll be all over Twitter that Patricia Heaton was And so finally the kid fell asleep, and then when he woke up, the dad tried to keep him asleep by pinning him down, going, go back to sleep, and holding the kid down. And of course, the kid's screaming at the top of his lungs.
My God.
And I pulled a piece of paper out of my a purse and a pen, and I went over and I started drawing pictures for the little boy and go, what is that? And he said, house. I'm like, house, yeah. And I gave it to the dad and I said, just draw some pictures. And so the kid just completely shut up. He went from, to nothing. House.
So perhaps
dog.
these people need crayons and a little butcher paper.
Crayons and some butcher paper.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Perfect. All right, up next.
Okay.
A customer at a Georgia nail salon, this one I did not believe. I had to see proof. A customer at a Georgia nail salon was shocked when she went to pay her bill. She was charged an extra $5 for being overweight. Swear to God. The manager of the salon said that she adds a fee for every overweight customer since she needs to routinely repair the pedicure chairs, which cost $2,500 but have a weight limit of 200 pounds. Is charging for extra weight unfair?
I think you have to just warn people, right? I mean, you would have to put I don't know, what do you do?
I mean, you don't. Why don't you just raise the price of everybody's
50 cents,
pedicure so
50
you're not
cents.
like making people cry?
That's the thing to do.
And
Here's me saying, put a sign in your window saying fat people not allowed. Yeah, that would be good, yeah.
That's a
fat
good
people
one.
cost more.
Just warn them.
Yeah, just warn them
ahead of time. All right, we got time for one more.
Okay.
So a new website is letting college students, this one I love, they're letting college students bet on how high their grade point averages will be. And they earn money, so they're making book on their grades, essentially. They're earning money if they get it right. So the higher they predict their grades will be, the more money they could potentially win back.
Right.
The site calculates all of the odds based on a student's past performance, the difficulty of the class. So it takes all of these facts and figures, and it puts up a...
Is this like for each school, like you're competing against people at your school or people in your class?
No, you can lay bet on yourself. You can make book on yourself.
But
should a kid be able to gamble on their own grades, essentially?
Sure.
Why not, right?
Yeah. And if they're really good cheaters, then yeah.
Then they can earn that $60 even faster, Daddy.
Yeah. They can get their University of Phoenix like that. With some cash left over at the end.
They take Mama out to dinner at their Arby's. Yeah. She's our absolute favorite. I wish she would come back every single day. But don't forget, you can see, of course, more of Patty tonight if you tune in to the second season premiere of The Middle. It's tonight on ABC.